Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. That means it's hump day.
Yay!
Yay! Which means the week's, the looking on the bright side, week's half's over. I guess. I mean,
It is half over. I mean, if you want to look on the bright side, if you want to find some kind of happiness, I mean, the fact that the matter still remains, I have to get up and go to work tomorrow. So that's still
I know it doesn't
bullshit.
Yeah, we should all be billionaires by now. I'm just saying.
No, at least I should be anyways.
Somebody give me Elon Musk on the phone. Let me borrow a couple billion. But yeah, it is What the Fuck News tonight. We got some stories. We got, of course, the mandatory penis stories tonight. And I have a present for you. We just have to wait a few more minutes and I'll show you. Actually, you know what? We can actually show this. I got something for my birthday today, buddy.
What up, Benji?
I got us a sponsor. Check it out. Check it out. This is our new sponsor.
Mom, can I have a popsicle?
No, honey, you'll spoil your...
Hey, parents, tired of those out-of-control kids? Throwing embarrassing tantrums wherever they go. At the grocery store, on the playground, even at the dinner table. You've had it with parenting, but wait, there is a solution. Introducing Nap Time, the latest, most effective tool for child tantrum prevention. It's simple. Just douse a rag with our patented Sleepy Time formula, place it over your child's cry hole, press and hold gently for 8 to 12 seconds, and presto, no more tantrum.
I was beginning to think adoption was the only way out. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Nap Time. It's never been so quiet around here.
The secret lies in Naptime's revolutionary fast-to-sleep formula. Developed by military-trained scientist doctors from NASA, Naptime's powerful molecules rush to the child's brain on contact, gently inducing instant tranquility.
This is chloroform.
Already put those wallet-draining crap factories out on the street? That's okay! Naptime works in any situation. On the golf course. An awkward blind date.
I had a really good time tonight.
It even works on pets.
After we had our first child here, we regretted it almost immediately.
We didn't know that she'd cry so much.
Talk about defective. But thanks to Nap Time, our little Samantha here hasn't made a noise in weeks. I keep her in a shoebox.
Call now and we'll send you your very own 24-ounce bottle of Naptime solution for only 23 easy payments of $1.99. But wait, there's more! Act quickly and you'll also receive the all-new Dream Sack absolutely free. It's compact and portable for those on-the-go tantrums. Just cover it, tighten it, and forget about it. It's that simple.
We can't breathe good.
So if this looks familiar...
I feel pregnant.
Then don't wait! Order today and join the millions of Americans who just can't stop saying...
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time. Thanks, Nap Time.
Nap Time! When they just won't shut up. Nap Time is not legal in the following states.
They call me Queso Blanco.
Nice.
I saw that the other day. I reached out, got us a sponsorship, buddy. They're paying us all of zero. But yeah, I thought that was funny, so I made that real quick.
Oh. All of zero. I've been sponsored by those guys for years.
I know, but you know what? There's times where I want that bottle. Anywho, I do have some news stories for you. Go ahead.
That's been my famous pickup line. All these years, used it for many, many years.
Yep. Well, you know.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
He said it's even good for those awkward dates. She's like, I had a date. And he puts it over her face. But I do have some news stories here for you.
I have a news story too.
Sure.
First and foremost,
Go ahead.
happy fucking
right.
birthday. Happy
Thank you, sir.
75th birthday. Welcome to the Senior Citizens Club.
Yeah, no
Figure
shit,
we
right?
got about another maybe 6 months in you before we take you out to the pasture and put a you know, got to be
Give me some
careful
nap
what I
time.
say because apparently we get in trouble.
Oh, give me some nap time. I'll be good.
Yeah.
From our new sponsor.
No, it's not gonna be nap. It's gonna be nap time. All right.
This is the dirt one.
it rhymes with smell mage.
Well, it's kind of like being an old horse. You just put them out to pasture.
Yeah, put them out to pasture, man. Got to put them out.
Yeah.
I know you didn't really do a promo, but I do want to cut you off or intro for the show. But I do want to cut you off real quick, just so everybody knows. Well, I kind of made it.
Lick is naked behind his camera because that's why it's off.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just tapping my earbuds again and getting music in my fucking ear.
Yeah, I get that too.
And I can't get it to stop.
It's only slightly annoying.
So we're back on Facebook and Twitch. That was kind of like an unannounced decision that I made. I just started doing it. But we're also on suspension from YouTube.
Which I call BS.
Apparently YouTube is on their bullshit. And they went back to a video that was over 3 years old.
Oh, you muted.
Won't mention.
There you go.
With a bunch of people that aren't worth the mention, that had a problem with me in particular and like to run their mouths.
I was going to say, that's all you. That's
I'm not one to take too lightly to somebody hiding behind a keyboard, especially when they're invited up. So I went off. I'm sure that's what it was. But we got in trouble on YouTube for a video that's 3 years old.
I wonder if somebody was watching an old episode and was like, I'm going to report this.
Hell, who knows? For harassment and bullying. So for the next week or so, we're not going to be on YouTube, but don't worry. We're saving all these episodes. Once we are able to upload and go live again, we will get all the episodes uploaded onto YouTube, so you guys will be able to watch them there still. But don't forget, you can listen and join us live on Facebook and Twitch. And shows are always on the podcasting platforms. So you can definitely listen to the replays there. We're usually pretty good about being up to date on the shows, especially now that I've got the guys actually doing work for
doing
me.
something.
So the shows have definitely been a lot going up a lot faster and a lot more timely manner.
The order is a different story. We haven't figured that timing out yet, but at least we're getting them up there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, they're all over the place, but they're up there nonetheless. So
yeah. But if you're wondering where you can find us, bio.link/nonsensical network. You find everything we do and say and promote and all that fun stuff. Of course, Blaze mentioned Friday. We are watching 2 films. I think they're shorter films. They are fan made, and I think he's posting the mini review we did. Dude, you got to watch that video. It's a mini film. It's only like 19 minutes long.
The Batman one,
the Batman Beyond Year One. I actually enjoyed the shit out of it.
I want to say I think I might have watched it at one point in time. Sorry. I watch a lot of fan-made films. I enjoy fan-made films, especially on YouTube. I watch a lot of them. It was
we both had roughly the same issues with it. We watched it separately. The Batman suit the dude was wearing, the ears were way too long. They were like 9 inches, dude. You
have to watch Batman Beyond the animated series.
And Blaze gave me that too. He's like, yeah, you got to watch the animated series. I was like, yeah, you lost me at animated.
Yeah.
But
well, don't give away too much for Friday. Save it for Friday.
Oh no, we're not doing that one Friday. We just did a mini review on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Blaze does. He finds these short films and does mini reviews on our TikTok channel.
I gotta get
that
those.
was one of them.
I gotta get those videos so I can put them up on YouTube, or not YouTube. Well, yeah, YouTube and Instagram and
Right.
Facebook. But yeah, I got a couple reviews. I gotta send him actually for TV shows. I just finished one and started another one, and there was something else. There was another one I was going to do as well.
The one thing I liked about that Batman Beyond Year One, the choreography, the fight choreography was spot on, dude.
Nice.
It was decent. But yeah, don't forget Mondays, Speedway Stories, Cold Blooded Conversations with Wally, Connor, and Lieutenant Dan, if you were. Men Cared for Men. Tuesdays, Glick here with Glick's House of Music. Wednesdays is this show, What the Fuck News. Thursdays, as soon as I get some more locked down, is Jeff's Garage is coming back. We're working on locking down some interviews. I did have one for last week, but the guy had to postpone because they do automotive detailing using dry ice, and they had like 60 cars come in that they had to get done by Monday. So they were like, it's already Friday. It doesn't help that they're in Australia.
Yeah.
You want to talk about dealing with time change. But yeah. Of course, Nonsense and Chill on Fridays. Saturdays is Cash's Corner in the morning. Nonsense Open Door Challenge at night. And then Sundays is Unnecessary Roughness. But to get into the news,
just a little programming notes. Glick's House of Music. Whoa, hey, wrong button. There we go. Whoa, somebody paid the electric bill. God damn it. First and foremost, shout out to the handlers last night. Those guys were awesome. Got to hang out with them. You guys go check them out at homeofthehandlers.com or on all the socials at Home of the Handlers. Go show them some love. Those guys are awesome. We had a lot of fun hanging out. However, Christmas Eve, which is Tuesday, New Year's Eve, which is Tuesday, no show, no Glick's House of Music. We'll get with Blaze and see about doing a rewind show or something like that, so that we have something playing, but we'll see. As far as New Year's Day and Christmas Day goes, as of right now, it's kind of up in the air as to what if Jeff and I are going to do What the Fuck News. So
yeah, it's
I know I have the kids in the morning and then they go back to their moms, and then I don't know if Nikki and I are doing anything Christmas evening that night. It'll all depend on my work schedule and schedule.
How much eggnog you've had.
Yeah. Since when has that mattered?
Sorry, I forgot who I was talking to there for a second.
I know it's strange. It's only Saturday nights that I drink eggnog anymore, as I drink my water over here tonight. But yeah, those. So that's coming up. It's right around the corner. The holidays are here. I did not want to try to book people on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
It's too much of a pain in the ass. And with holidays, especially Christmas and New Year's, is the one day a year where it's like, if I'm sure you have it at your work. There's a Christmas party, and God knows when it is. And then there's, Nikki will have at her work a Christmas party, and then you get roped into another. The next thing you know, you're like, I'm booked until fucking January 4th. Because there's still Christmas parties going on,
Right.
And then, of course, New Year's party and all that fun stuff. So, and that's basically what we're dealing with at the moment when it comes to, once again, that comes to another thing. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing Christmas and New Year's because I might just sleep in bed all day.
And then possibly more than likely, I won't be here this Saturday night.
Right.
We're going to for the
Browns game.
Pittsburgh Cleveland game in Pittsburgh on Sunday. So we'll be in PA Saturday.
I saw that. I was on YouTube right before we started, and they're promoting it where it's like coming soon, and I was like, oh, cool, go figure.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you guys were going to go, but I'm assuming yes.
We'll be in Pittsburgh.
Oh, you're cutting in and out.
Doing and what's going on Saturday night. But if I do get on, it'll probably be on my phone. So there's also
right.
You guys in y'all's holiday. Hey man, I mean, not all of us hate our family.
Pagans, and good Lord. Not all of us work 28 hours a day.
Spend 29 of the 30 days on the road away from home, and then when you are home, spend your time at home at some F1 track.
Yeah. Must be
rough.
Not
that I like my family. I have to say those things because they listen to the show. So
yeah,
I'm just jealous of
Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
Yeah. I love my family.
Yeah.
So,
well,
we deserve to take holidays off. We work hard around here. Well, I work hard around here. The guys have just started to get a little taste of what I've been doing the last several years.
Yeah, it's not that hard. So
let's see you host 7 shows a week and do all the behind the scenes.
I'm not sure how to announce this story except for just to go into it. Alleged naked man has sex toys pot at an elementary school in Port St. Lucia in Florida. A man identified as a teacher. I don't know if he's identifying as a teacher or if he's actually a teacher.
Is he an actual teacher? Or the official saying a man identified as a teacher, or is the man?
That was the first thing when I read it earlier today. I was like, is he actually a teacher, or does he just identify? I don't know.
I would assume that he's being identified as a teacher by the authorities since it's a news report. But I mean,
it's 2024. You can't tell.
Yeah, don't want to jump to conclusions. Yeah.
So a man identifying as a teacher was arrested after being accused of improperly entertaining Windmill Point Elementary School and running around the school without clothes on. According to recent released affidavit, Joe Franklin, 34, of Jensen Beach, was jailed on charges related to lewd, lascivious behavior, battery on an officer / firefighter, and burglary and possession of not more than 20 grams of marijuana. This happened on Thanksgiving, by the way.
So you're saying he was high on the weed.
He was, in Blaze territory, I guess.
Blaze, care to comment?
Yeah, where were you on this literacy?
How many times have you found yourself high as hell at a school with more than 20 dildo identifying as a teacher?
So
what did he say when the cops get there? It's okay. I'm a teacher.
Right? It's like, it's all for a lesson. It's my lesson plan. Port Lucia's police went to the elementary in Darwin Boulevard at 9:30 p.m. after sheriff's deputy who lives at the school reported he lives at the school. The deputy lives at the school. That's what it says. Quote, lives at the school. Reported a man naked in one of the classrooms.
I'm so confused by this story. You have a deputy that lives at the school.
It says, and I quote, that the police deputy called the cops at 9:30 p.m. after the sheriff's deputy who lives at the school I don't know why that had to be in quotes, but he reported
I've cracked the case. The deputy and the teacher were
getting
getting high. They were getting high, and they were going to get it on. And the deputy got mad at the teacher because he brought the wrong dildos, and then he was like started chasing him around the school. There was going to be a domestic altercation. Yeah, there was going to be a domestic altercation, and said teacher was faster than him, so he said, "Screw this! Hello, 911. Yes, this is Deputy Stan, and there's a naked teacher."
Wait, there's more. There's more. The man, later identified as Eurus, got dressed, went outside when he saw the deputy. Eurus was accused of hitting the deputy in the face before being apprehended. Eurus told an investigator he's homeless, and he entered the school through the unlocked window. Investigators reported he had sex toys, a laptop, food, clothes, and marijuana.
That's about the richest
man was naked and running around the right. I don't know if he's a teacher or he must have just identified as a teacher.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he was a teacher. Now he's homeless. Did his wife kick him out? Like, what's going on? And he's living at the school. Like, what? There's a lot to uncover here. There's a lot going on, and you know I don't know many. Look, first and foremost, laptop aside, dildos and vibrators and sex toys, they're not cheap, bro.
No. I mean,
they're not
maybe
cheap.
you're spending the money on the wrong stuff. I'm just saying.
Right.
The affidavit states, and I quote, considering the male was naked and running around the school without clothes, on an addition to the location. Oh, in addition, I read that wrong. In addition to the location of the sex toys, well, they don't say where.
Where the hell?
Where the hell were the sex toys? Anyways, he's in jail now.
You know they were.
He is on. His bail was set at $31,000.
Yeah, time to get on the old eBay and Craigslist and start selling them dildos. What's going on, Arliss? What up with you, brother?
That is just the weirdest story. That's not even the weirdest one I have.
There's a lot to unfold in that.
Yeah, I once again, it doesn't clarify if he was a teacher or if he was just identifying as a teacher. Because if he's homeless, how is he a teacher? However, what they pay teachers, I don't doubt that he was homeless, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Florida, they'll hire anybody. Glick, you and I have never stolen a car, but we've thought about it. Everybody's thought about stealing a car. You know, you see something really nice, you're like, oh, I'd swipe that kind of thing.
I can honestly say the thought has never crossed my mind to steal a car.
No, like, you know, you're talking like...
I've seen nice cars and be like, ooh, I'd like to have one of those, but never once did I ever go.
But you never go, I'm going to steal it and nobody will know. Well, a Central Florida man in a stolen car claimed he bought it, but had no paperwork. So he stole a car and he's driving around, and he was pulled over for speeding. He was doing 50 in a 30. And when the officer said, you know, license registration, he's like, oh, I just bought this car. And he, quote unquote, paid $3,000 cash. The car was a 2022 Camaro. I don't care who you are. You don't pay $3,000 to get a 2022 Camaro unless you bought it on the crack or it's already stolen.
I was going to say, well, I know a guy who got a brand new Mustang for $50.
Yeah, but he had paperwork to prove it, kind of.
Well, yeah, I also know a guy that got a brand new Harley Davidson, and I'm not, I don't know the Harley lingo because you never catch me on one.
Right.
But it was nice, and it was brand new, and it was expensive because we all know Harleys are the most expensive garage ornament you'll have. He got it for $3. both cases, two totally different situations. We were on moves way back in the day when I worked for 2 Minute in a Truck, and husband had boatload of money and liked to buy toys, but he also played with toys that didn't belong to him, and the wife found out. And she left in the middle of the day when he was at work. Well, in both said situations, for tax purposes, the car and the bike were in the wives' names.
Mm-hmm.
So the wives were like, hey, one of you guys want to buy this? And I would have had the Mustang had I been faster than the other guy getting to the ATM.
Right? So when this guy got pulled over and they
there are instances, not in this case.
Yeah, but he got pulled over for speeding, which
Or listen, butt plugs are all fun and games until you fart and kill a cat.
Exactly.
Sound like you speak from experience, sir.
Well, we did say Saturday you can't trust a fart. I'm just saying.
This is very true. It just
So
adds a
this
new
guy
level.
gets pulled over, and he says, and I quote to the cop, "I bought it 3 or 4 days ago." No, I don't have the paperwork with me.
How do you? What?
He claims he paid $3,000 for it, but could not provide a location of where he bought it or who sold it to him. Now, I understand the whole, I don't know the guy that I bought it off of because, there is Facebook Marketplace, but $3,000 for 2022 SS Camaro? Yeah, I don't think so, Slick. Even on the rarest circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's not too bright.
Well, Florida, I'm assuming, correct?
Well, yeah, these are all Florida.
Yeah. One thing we know about criminals in Florida.
They're not too bright.
Hey, well, people in general are not too bright, but nonetheless.
Yeah, but dude, once again, if I tell you I bought a new car, even though it's a new to me car, and it's a 2022 Camaro SS, I'm talking the V8, all the bells and whistles, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I only paid $3,000 for it, because that makes me a goddamn liar. Unless there's some crazy story like my neighbor was diddling the other neighbor and his wife found out, she sold me the car for cheap. That's the exception to the rule. So I'm just saying, if you're going to steal a car, A, make sure it's not mine because I will kill you. And B, get your story straight. Speaking of stealing things.
Also, if you are going to steal a car, try not to steal something as flashy as a Camaro. I don't know.
Right?
Go get a Corolla or something like that.
Well, you know the most stolen car in the U.S. right now are Honda Civics?
Yes. And
I will believe you got a Honda Civic for $3,000.
Civics and Kias. Kias are apparently super easy to steal as well.
Yeah.
That's been a thing in Ohio.
Broncos too.
That's been a thing in Ohio for a couple of years. There's actually a ring of car thief bandits called the Kia Boys. And it goes from Cleveland all the way down to Cincinnati. But they're quick. They're quick and easy to snatch.
It doesn't take much to steal them.
They're common. So, it's easy to get away pretty relatively quickish. And then they're cheap. So you can get rid of them real fast.
Yeah.
And make a
But if I'm stealing a car, dude, I'm not doing it. I'm not stealing a Kia because I will get made fun of if I end up going to jail. Like if you get busted stealing a Camaro, you or a Hellcat or something like that, you get clout when you go to jail. You're like, oh, hey, you can steal. But if you get busted stealing a Toyota Corolla, you're gonna get your ass kicked because, dude, steal a better car.
Yeah, they're also not stealing. They're also not stealing them to do anything other than to turn a profit.
Right. No.
So they're a quick grab, quick disposal.
Yeah. I got one more, and then we're going to go to break. Chris, you and I are still wanted by Walmart for something we stole.
I don't know
when
what
we
you're
stole
speaking
those
of.
batteries back in high school.
I
Anyways,
don't know. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Plausible deniability. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, we were at least smart enough to when we did it, we left and didn't go back to that Walmart for a long time. Well, a man, this is once again Florida, allegedly stole $200 worth of groceries, which means he got a carton of milk, let's be honest. And then did it again 15 minutes later.
Same store.
Same store. So a man allegedly walked into a grocery store with over $200, walked out of a grocery store, sorry, with over $200 of unpaid goods, then turned around, walked back in. When he came to get a second cart full, the police were already waiting for him.
Wow. You're dumb.
The grocery store. There's like 50 of them in a row. Go to Aldi. Go over, start at Kroger, go to Aldi. Work your way down the road. Don't turn around, go back out into the house, go to the car, drop everything off, take the cart back, and go in for more.
You're fucking dumb.
And not to make matters worse, he was shoplifting from a Publix.
Again, I say, you're fucking dumb. Why would you steal? First and foremost, Publix is awesome. They're hella cheap for being a major player in the grocery business. They take care of their employees. They have what is that called? It's like employee owned or some shit like that. It's
like you own part of the stock, yeah.
Yeah, people that work there love working there. Most people have been there for fucking a million years. Don't go rip off Walmart.
Profit sharing, that's what it's called. Profit sharing.
Something like that. They're employee owned. I don't know what. I could be completely 100% wrong, but I know there's something like that. But nonetheless, go rip off fucking Walmart. Walmart's been ripping people off for years.
Exactly, and they pay their employees and treat their employees like shit. But yeah, this dude is 42, Andrew Sylvester. When deputies arrived, they located Andrews outside the store with a shopping cart full of groceries that he had not paid for. This is in Polk County, by the way. Public employees.
That's Grady Judd territory. You're lucky you didn't shoot your ass. That's Sheriff Grady.
Yeah, Grady don't fuck around. I'm sure. I'm trying to see
some Grady.
The employees estimated that Sylvester's first cart was filled with $206.10 worth of groceries, and the second was $243.92. So he did not try to steal, and this is a quote from Judge Grady. Sylvester tried to steal not one, but two, in capital letters, carts of full groceries from Publix where shopping is a pleasure, said Polk County Judge Grady. Making light of the situation, he apparently laughed at him. That stunt landed him in county jail, where arresting criminals is our pleasure.
Sheriff Grady Judd is awesome. He is the man. Look, this guy's got so many quotable quotes, and he does the sex trafficking stings and the prostitution stings. And one time they were involved in a police shooting where they shot a suspect 37 times. And the reporters asked him, they said, why did you guys why did you guys shoot the suspect 37 times? And he said, well, it's because we ran out of bullets.
We only had 37 bullets.
Yeah, he said we ran out of bullets. And then he followed it up with, let it be known, if you come to Polk County and you shoot at one of my deputies, we will shoot and kill you. I was like, hell yeah. That's one of his many Grady Juddisms that are out there. I love Sheriff Grady.
He is the king of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I do love me some,
as it were.
Do love me some Sheriff Grady. He's awesome.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that when I saw Sheriff Grady's jurisdiction.
While we're talking about Florida sheriffs, shout out to Sheriff Chad Chronister. Not only are you a sexy man down there in Florida, but he was just asked by Trump to lead the DEA. He did turn it down. He did turn it down. It's just too much work, and he enjoys being. Where is Chad Chronister? He is in. I can't remember what county. He's down there in that Tampa area. But
I get it, not wanting to take on more responsibility. Like, hey, I just want to be a nice little local sheriff kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, but hell of an offer. Trump appointed him head of the DEA, so
that's something. But you can put that feather in your cap right there and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the job or not, getting the offers. Like, I don't get offers like that. Not that I would.
Nor will you ever, sir.
What am I going to do? Mock them to death? Yeah. You're an idiot. You stole groceries, you dumb shit. Get a job. I think part of his punishment should be bagging groceries at Publix for like 6 months, unpaid.
Yeah.
Like that would be the cherry on the top.
Yeah.
Kind of a community service kind of thing. Well, let's see here. I think this. You need to seriously relabel this, but we're going to take a real quick break. I believe this is Derek Wayne Douglas's Chevy Silverado because I love this song.
I was going to say I put up 3 new songs tonight at the bottom.
Oh, we can do those. Okay. Well, let's put Lonesome Road. Who sings
that is Roland Jewett, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Arliss for hooking us up. Roland was awesome. He did. He was the singer, songwriter, writer, actor, producer, model. He kind of did it all. But he's did a couple movies. I told Blaze to check out. I think Blaze checked them out. He really liked them. But Lonesome Road is one of his songs.
Well, let's go ahead and play that. We'll be right back.
Lonesome road, your dusty road. Lord, where you taking me? I said, oh, lonesome road, your dusty road. Where you taking me? But I'm just a poor boy trying to end his misery. Yes, I am. I got my guitar, I got my heart. You know I got a ticket from the local car. Said they don't want me hanging, don't want me hanging round here. No. Oh, lonesome road, please take me away from here. Take me home. take me downtown. They'll make a prisoner out of me. I know they will. So take me home.
I like it. I like it a lot. That was Lonesome Road. It was a little bluesy-ish. Not a big blues guy, but I like that.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I love me some blues music, so
I'm not always the biggest blues fan. Anyways, welcome back everybody to What the Fuck News. Bio.link/nonsensical nonsensical network. Yeah. I haven't done that in a long time. Is everything where you can find us, all our links, and don't forget our merch store, nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com, and spread us on to you. So, Glick, you've seen Shawshank Redemption?
yeah, forever and a day ago.
Well,
I don't. That's another movie I don't. Great movie, and I don't get me wrong. Great movie. Guess who's the guilty culprit again? Stephen motherfucking King. Great movie, but it's not like the end all be all greatest movie of all time. You know, like people like to say.
You know how Andy Dufresne in the movie escapes.
Yeah, he digs the tunnel and falls into the sewer, and
it goes through the drain pipe. Well, apparently, a Florida man tried to escape through a drainage pipe amidst a helicopter pursuit. So, a convicted felon reportedly tried to escape from deputies through a drainage pipe Friday after he was caught loading stolen chainsaw and other lawn supplies into his truck. Apparently, this dude saw that movie one too many times and thought, this is a good fucking idea. Unfortunately, because there was a helicopter there, they kind of saw him the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least he tried.
Apparently, he was doing it at night. There is video footage, and it's not very clear, of where he was, and it's all night vision kind of thing. And it's like, it's dead fucking obvious, dude. I'm talking, it's almost like one of those drainage pipes that goes underneath a bridge that's only about 3 car lengths long.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was full on Andy Dufresne in it. But Charlotte County Sheriff's officers said deputy receives a call from homeowner and told them that he had just chased a thief out of his garage. Before he was spotted, the suspect, later identified as 52-year-old Thomas O'Donnell, had reported the manager to take the victim's chainsaw, weed eater, and leaf blower and loaded him into a gray Toyota Tundra. Dude was trying to start a lawn mowing business, I guess.
Yeah, like, well, that or I imagine it's gonna make a nice little profit.
You go to the pawn shop, you get like $1,000 for all that, maybe even a little bit more, depending on the brand of the chainsaw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice little turnaround at the old pawn shop.
So deputies in the area spotted the vehicle and driver matching the description on Midway Boulevard. Authorities say Maldonado immediately got out of the truck and started running after the deputies activated their emergency lights. Deputies swarmed the area, and the helicopter crew, was dispatched. And within 20 minutes, they found him. I actually have a picture of the drainage ditch he went through. I didn't realize it was here. I said Shawshank Redemption. This is more like a seriously small underpass. Because it looks like maybe like a 10-year-old could walk through this thing as opposed to crawl.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 20 minutes, they had him cornered in there. There it is. Like I said, nothing special.
Damn.
If I was a cop, I wouldn't put him in my cop car. I'm like, hey, somebody bring a pickup. But
depending upon, you have to remember, a lot of the cop cars have like all hard plastic seats.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
Rhino.
They can hose it out, right?
Yeah, it's not like back in the day where they were like cloth or anything like that. So
right. So Maldonado was arrested and charged with the following: burglary of an occupied dwelling, which is a felony; grand theft more than $300 but less than $5,000, which is another felony; fleeing with the attempt to elude, another felony; resisting officers without violence, misdemeanor; knowingly driving while license was revoked, and violation of probation. I'm pretty sure he's going to jail for a while.
This guy sounds like
this wasn't his first time, apparently.
Definitely the type of guy you want to take home and introduce to old mom and dad.
Well, you got to hand it to DeSoto County Sheriff's Department because he's being held in Charlotte County Jail without bond. So he's staying there. Yeah. As opposed to New York where they're like, oh, you just killed somebody. We'll slap you on the wrist. Come back later. Sorry, a little dig it. New York, but Glick, you're divorced. Not to put your business out there, but you've never been shy about it.
Is it a secret that I didn't know about?
Well,
somebody forgot to tell me.
If this would have said Ohio man, I would have asked if it was you. But Florida man stabs ex-wife's new husband. So a 72-year-old Pensacola man was arrested Thursday morning. This is last Thursday. For stabbing his ex-wife's new husband. Alameda, Escamilla County Sheriff said Gregory Grant was charged with attempted homicide. The victim, identified as Alan Bingham, told the station that Grant is homeless and has been living at the home he shares with. So they let him. He was staying at the house with his ex-wife and her new husband. And apparently somebody was like, dude, you ever going to get a job and get the fuck out? And he was clammed up in his room. And Bing said after he was released from hospital, I told him to come out. He got angry at me and told me to flake off. Flake off was in quotes. I'm sure he didn't say flake.
Flake off, mother flaker.
Right? And he didn't want to hang or associate with me. And I said, I'm just trying to help you. He had a knife in his hand, which I did not see at the time. And then I felt it in my side. Then he tried to stab me again, but he cut my thumb I cut my thumb trying to defend myself. I took my right foot and tripped him. This sounds like a real weak ass fight, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, the dude's 72. It's not like he was, scrapping. But apparently, dude was like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" He's like, "Fuck you!"
Right? What up, Rich? No YouTube, we got in trouble.
Apparently, he was like, "Hey, man, you want to hang out?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to fucking hang out. Get out of here!" And stabbed him.
Hey, I mean,
nobody wants to hang out with their ex-wife's new husband. I'm just saying. I mean, seriously, your ex-wife be like, "Hey, you want to hang out with my ex-husband?" I don't know if I'd stab the guy, but I'd be like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, no, I'm cordial. I have no reason to.
Yeah, you're just like, "Hey, how you doing?" But I'm not gonna stab.
Yeah,
him.
I don't have any reason that I want to cause bodily harm. Hey, she's your problem now, bro. Hey, you did me a solid.
Right?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You did me a solid because
you saved me hours, days.
I probably would have still been in that train wreck if I hadn't have if I didn't eat a bullet first, because I was definitely heading down that road.
But I got one more, and then I'm going to turn it over to you. So I'm assuming that what's USAA? I'm assuming that's the U.S. Assistant Attorney's Office.
USAA, that's the military credit union thing.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it could be two different things. The only USAA
it doesn't say.
Is the one that Gronk does commercials with because he's trying to join, and he can't because he's not a military member or the child of a military member. Now Sam Elliott's doing commercials with him, and the commercials are great. Gronk is such a douche.
I think Gronk might have gotten in trouble because a Florida man denied entry to the USSA building, put on a helmet, and drove his car into the facility.
Safety first, ladies and gentlemen. He put on a helmet.
Dude put on a helmet, man.
Hey, right? Right, Rich? The USAA, right? That's what I'm thinking. Gronk, what are you doing, bro?
Right? But I'm going to bring it back up here. So Tampa police say Robert Beauty, who's 70, went to the guard gate at the USSA office located in Park Boulevard, shortly after 2:15 on Tuesday and demanded they let him inside. After the guards refused to let him inside, officers say Butte put on a helmet, drove recklessly through the USAA parking garage, and damaged several fences on the property. I got a picture of he was driving a Chevy Silverado, and I got a picture here of the vehicle after it was crashed into the building. And I'm gonna call it right now before you see it. It'll buff out, dude.
Definitely.
It'll totally fucking buff out. It's a cat eye Chevy. It'll buff out. It's loaded. There you go. There it is. There's the truck after he went. That'll buff out, man. New grill.
Nice.
Buff that shit out.
Built like a rat.
Exactly. Two people in the marked security SUV tried to block Beauty, but police say he intentionally reversed the truck and struck their vehicle to create space. He was all about that drama, dude. When officers arrived, they found Beauty on the third floor of the parking garage where he was taken into custody. One felony count of criminal mischief of $1,000 or more. I'm pretty sure it's more than $1,000. Bond is set at $15,000. I think we start a GoFundMe.
No, I think he's better off where he's at.
He's 70. He's looking at a place
again.
to hang out.
I just imagine the conversation was, "You have no idea who I am. You're gonna let me in that building."
Right?
Oh, you're not? Oh, then I'm.
We talked about Saturday. He's a man of his word. He said, I'm getting in that building one way or another. And they said, no, you're not. He said, watch this. But I do agree. Safety first. Put on a helmet, man. God love him. He had plans that day.
I'm getting in that building one way or another, you some bitches.
Well, he got in
on here.
Dude, if you see a 70-year-old man get into his truck, put on a helmet, it's time to, I'm going on break. I'll be back, boys. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to fuck around because they found out. But yeah, that's the stories I have for the day.
Yeah, do not fuck around and or find out.
But I thought that was funny. I was like, you know what? Dude put on a helmet. He was I'm not sure. Do you really need a helmet? That truck didn't look like it was fucked up hard enough where that helmet would have made a difference.
Look.
Safety is safety.
I was gonna say. Safety first, my friends, and I'm not mad at the guy.
He didn't get OSHA on his ass for not wearing a helmet. I don't need an OSHA violation too. You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
But I thought that was hilarious.
Nice. All right. You want to take another break before we roll?
Yeah, we'll take a real quick break, then we'll go into your stories. This next song is The Handlers, who you had on last night.
Yeah.
This is Living. What is this? Living the what?
Just
Living the King's State Session.
Yeah.
The
name of the song is just Living.
Oh, okay. So we'll be right back after that in about 3 minutes, 24 seconds.
The handlers living. Those guys were awesome. Rowdy and JJ, we had fun last night chit chatting. Definitely look forward to hanging out with those guys again down the road and getting to know them a little bit better. They were fun. They were super cool guys. Lots of things coming down the pipe, I guess you could say. Lots of new music and whatnot from them. They were, but yeah. So shout out to the handlers. What the hell?
Oh, I like that. I like that song.
So, what do we do now?
It's on you now.
Oh, we're not doing.
What stories you got? Oh, you want to do a reintro? Yeah, okay.
It's like working with cash.
Yeah, right.
We gotta welcome everybody.
Don't forget, everybody.
I don't know what they're watching.
Mondays, Speedway Stories, Cold-Blooded Conversations with Wally. And then not for long after Wally, we have Men Caring for Men with Connor. Tuesdays is Glick's House of Music. Of course, not next Tuesday, or not New Year's and Christmas Eve, but new shows coming down the pipe on that.
I got 2 weeks before the holidays.
Yeah.
With guests lined up.
I tried to correct myself.
Yeah. I got 2 more weeks with guests lined up. Got Reckless High and
failed miserably, but I failed miserably, but I tried.
Yeah. Got Reckless High and Holy Oath coming up.
Nice. And then, of course, Wednesdays is this show, WTF News, where we say all the news that is news that makes us say what the fuck. Coming back soon, Jeff's Garage on Thursdays. Fridays is Nonsense and Chill, Blaze and I, where we watch movies, discuss them, and give us our new ranking system. We do gold pot leaves now.
Yeah, I heard.
Saturdays, of course, Saturday mornings is Cash's Corner, where Glick and little mini Glick talk wrestling. You do your picks and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
and then later in the evening is Nonsensical Nonsense, the open door challenge, where we open the doors, and we had so much fun last Saturday. We laughed so hard. One little bitty conversation starter that I found on TikTok, untouchable, untrackable, fucking took that and took the 4 laps around the dance floor, let me tell you. And then, of course, Sundays is Unnecessary Roughness, where the boys sit around and talk footy football.
Footy football. Shout out to Fireman Rich for coming in Saturday. Not a wrestling fan, but he was in there hanging out, taking part in the conversation. We got to educate him a little bit. Cash and I did. So Wally hung out with us. He came up on the show. Wally came up on the show and hung out. Before I get into a couple news stories, it is the end of the year. So, a lot of things doing their end of the year wrapped ups and everything like that. Well, Spotify put out their 2024 Wrapped. It's basically 2024 in a nutshell. They do it for, if you listen to Spotify, it's like most listened to artist, most listened to song, blah, 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 blah.
I know we were the most listened to podcast. I get it.
Spotify for creators, which Rich is familiar with, did theirs for the creators. So this is more just, not really a what the fuck news as much as, hey, let's keep up the good work here. Let's keep up the good, keep up the good work here on the Nonsensical Network. Our Rapid, so we took it to a whole new level this year. We gained stream listens. We went up 25% from last year.
Nice.
We went up 28% on followers from last year.
Keep it pushing on this network. I'm just saying.
Yeah, 82% of our listeners from this year were new listeners. So huge.
I call that a win.
I
call that a win, buddy.
Huge increase there. The most listened to episode of the year. Were
14
things happening. Yeah. No, this year that we put out this year. Big things happening. I think is when we were announcing the new lineup and the new shows and the network becoming a thing and whatnot. It was streamed 272% more than your average episode. So If you want to do the math on that, feel free to.
All of them. All of the listeners.
We were now it don't really matter by the age of listeners. Those numbers are there. That's pretty cool. However, we did gain a new group of listeners. We're pretty popular with like the 34 to 45, 45 to 55 age range. But our listeners grew. Yeah. Our listeners grew by 300% in the 24 or 25 to 29-year-old range. So we're getting a little bit younger crowd coming in and hanging out.
I'm calling it right now. It's the penis stories.
Probably.
All ages and sexes love the penis stories.
We were listened to in 5 different countries, predominantly. Obviously, the United States being our top country. Our youngest listeners, shout out to Canada, came from Canada. So
that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That explains so much.
And our oldest were in the United States. Let's see here. What else? What our fans are listening to. Apparently, fans of us like Joe Rogan. That was the number 1 podcast.
We're in good company, buddy.
Yeah.
We're in good company.
Also, a podcast that I really love was in there was Crime Junkie. If you're a true crime fanatic, I'll shout these guys out. Crime Junkie, they're awesome. Some music, some books, some more of that. Blah, blah, blah.
Wait, do our listeners read the book Ulysses? I'm just saying, because you still don't know what that book is.
You don't even know it. You've never even read it.
I put it out there, so I'm saying all our listeners went out and got the book and read it, or at least got the audiobook.
You couldn't even tell me what the book was about. It's a great work of literature. Really?
It's a classic piece of literature.
Yeah, that's a.
That's all that matters. Like
we were a top 10 show for our fans, so we're in the top 10 podcasts that they listen to for a certain number. We were also a top 5 for some other percentage of our fans, and we are the number 1 show for another percentage. So we're like the top podcast that they listen to. So clearly they don't know how to use Spotify other than to listen to our podcast. Shout out to you people.
I'm saying the bio link is working.
Yes. Don't ever change. You guys are awesome.
Bio link is working.
They got this cool little thing like, what kind of creator are you? That they kind of break down the analytics and everything like that. And we are our creative personality is the storyteller.
That makes sense.
That's I mean, that's pretty cool. And shout out to our fans and our followers that are following us. 4.5 stars on Spotify.
Hey, I will say, I'm going to say it right now. I've never ranked us, so that's not us doing that because I don't even know how to do that.
My daughter said she gave us 1 star.
Tell her she's adopted from me.
That's basically what I told her. It's not too late for you to be aborted.
That's right. I got a coat hanger in the fucking closet.
So anywho, also in news today, not real much what the fuck news, just this is kind of crazy. All I gotta say is, I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. R.I.P. to Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers' mom.
I heard that.
Had a lot of terrible things to say about in a lot of his songs because they didn't have the greatest relationship. But she did pass away today.
Was it today?
I think it was
cancer. Did she?
Yeah, I think she lost her battle to cancer. So I know that they had their differences, but I think they did wind up making up in some point. So either way, it's always terrible. Yes, I am a big fan of Anchor and big fan of Spotify for creators. They it sucks losing somebody to cancer. We all know cancer is a son of a bitch. Real quick, just a little flyby. Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, their children, respectively, son, daughter,
aren't they
got engaged. They got engaged.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I want to meet their kid. That's going to be a funny fucker.
Yeah.
Or really
Murphy's,
dumb.
Eddie Murphy's son asked Martin Lawrence's daughter, who is very pretty,
she is.
She does, to be his wife. So Martin and Eddie are going to be family. I see a movie coming up.
Right? Yeah. I saw this movie once.
Another real quick little breeze by before I get into a couple stories I have here. We all know Black Friday was just last week.
Right.
A couple ladies were Black Friday shopping in Walmart and decided to record their adventures. Well, they started removing Black Friday deals, Black Friday price tags from merchandise. When you go through Walmart. Yeah. And one of the things that they said they pulled off was 60-inch flat screen, like $300 and special Black Friday price, $389. They pulled the tag off behind it, the original tag, $389. So, needless to say, that is going viral and blowing up everywhere. And Walmart,
well, it's not just Walmart. Apparently, Amazon was doing it too.
Yeah, Walmart is catching all kinds of hell and grief for that.
Good, they deserve it. I mean, like if you're gonna have a sale, actually have even if it's like $10 off, that's a sale.
Yeah.
The same price is not a sale. That's called shit marketing.
Yes.
Lazy
exactly.
marketing.
Yeah. Jeff.
Yeah.
Two things are going to happen. I'm getting on a plane, and I'm going to church.
Uh-oh.
There's a church.
Is hell freezing over?
There's a church in England that is struggling with a dwindling congregation. They're trying to get people to come back to the church.
Get the asses in the seats. I get it.
Yeah. So they're like, we got to come up with a gimmick. We got to come up with something. What do you think their gimmick was?
They hired you, a Bigfoot?
No.
Because I'd have gone too. I would say.
Yeah. On a gray autumn evening, dozens of people have gathered at a church on the outskirts of Bradford to pray, worship, and wrestle.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
A temporary ring has been erected between tall stone columns and before a large stained glass window. Bare-chested David Starr Killer Birch towers over Gareth Angel Thompson. This church in England has a wrestling ring in the middle of it, and they're putting on wrestling matches to get people to come to church.
Hey, I'm not mad, dude. I might actually go to that.
Yes. David Starkiller, he shouts triumphantly, "Is this your savior? Is this your hero? Is this your savior? You have no God.
Are you not been blessed?
The Starkiller is now your God." This is what he's screaming in the middle of a church. But then Angel stands up and furiously throws punches at his opponent, slamming him into the ropes, onto the floor, eventually pinning him down to the count of 3. The audience erupts in cheers. The good has prevailed. Once a month, St. Peter's Church in Shipley hosts Kingdom Wrestling, a Christian professional wrestling-based charity, which puts a show on interspeed with prayer, worship, and testimony.
So it's obviously rigged because the bad guy died, but I think you and I should go and wrestle as like demons.
I think I was thinking take my belt and challenge God.
Right?
But I would like
challenge
to say
your God. But then next thing you know, the church burns down and the holy water boils. And
I
not
would,
a good look.
I would like to say that it would be original. However, in WWE, once upon a time, Vince McMahon and his idiot son, Shane O'Mac, were feuding with HBK, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. And they had a match, I think, at WrestleMania where Vince McMahon declared that it was that Shawn Michaels' tag team partner would be God, because they were playing off of and making fun of the fact that Shawn Michaels was a wild animal in the 90s, man. Drugs, alcohol, women.
Right.
But he found God and he's a super Christian now. And they the infamous DX crotch chop with the X across. They actually changed.
I actually know that.
To this because of Shawn's beliefs. So Vince McMahon said, "You'll take on me and Shane in a tag team match, and your partner will be God." So, but they're showing pictures. One of the shirts that the guy is wearing in the wrestling match, it says pray, eat, wrestle, repeat.
Nice.
I'd
actually wear that. I'm not mad.
Yeah, they said that the church did the first charity, and it's all charity, so they do it all for charity. You know what I mean?
Nice.
They did their first wrestling match, wrestling church 3 years ago at Fountains Church in Bradford, where Thompson also built a training school for children and adults. Since then, Kingdom Wrestling has organized dozens of performances, baptized more than 30 people, and grown a dedicated fan base. Not all churches have been receptive to the idea, but when Thompson looked to relocate closer to Shipley, where he lives with his pregnant wife and 2 daughters, the Reverend Natasha Thomas, an interim priest at St. Peter's, was immediately enthusiastic. She was like, "Hell yeah.
Let's rock this shit."
Yeah. She said, "What we really want to do is demonstrate that the church is a living building. People may have a certain perception of what church can be, but actually church can be anything but worshiping God, and that it can be having fun, and wrestling is part of that. For me, it's just a wonderful opportunity to open the space up." I think it's a great concept. I think it's awesome.
It would definitely get some butts in the seats. Now, I'm not going to the days that they're not having a wrestling match, but,
But if they're open to do
kind of like Catholics that only go on Easter Sunday, whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're open to do that, then who's to say they're not open to be like
hosting a podcast? Hint, hint, hint.
I don't think that's going to ever happen.
They're like, wait, you guys? No.
Yeah. See what
We
you're doing
draw
there.
the
But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. No, I mean, they might be open to other things. Like I said,
Right.
Concerts. They bring in Christian country artists, rock groups, whatever. And say they don't do other things,
It's when you really think about it, a church would be a great venue for stuff like that.
Oh yeah, especially it's one of these big old churches in England, so it's like this beautiful fucking building, and then now you're just throwing a wrestling ring in there, and it's like you got the bad guy. There is no God. Like,
yeah,
I say and do a lot of questionable things, but
in a church, I'm not saying that.
Well, anyway,
have you not been blessed? Oh no, sorry, wrong movie. Are you not blessed yet?
My
Is that Russell Crowe?
My name is Joseph the Carpenter, father to Jesus, husband to Mary, friend to the wise man. Are you not baptized?
saying it would be definitely interesting to see the difference between WWF or E or whatever it is and in a church wrestling match. Like there's obviously similarities, but there's obviously great differences too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, well, like you said, they have all the in betweens and the storytelling, so they're still doing church, and I'm sure the good guy cutting promos, quoting scriptures when he's cutting a promo, the bad guy, doing what bad guy. So definitely could be seriously entertaining.
I'm telling you, but I'll tell you what, it'll make church more interesting because let's be honest, when you go to church, the hardest thing to do is to stay awake.
Yeah.
It's boring shit.
You better stay awake. You might get drop kicked out the pew.
Yeah, right. No, I'm awake. Trust me, I'm good.
You got me speaking in tongues over here.
Do they have like ring girls, but they're nuns, like full nun garb?
No.
Like Sister Mary's not even showing ankle, man. Calm down.
Yeah.
No, I'm in. Like I said,
I'm in for the church wrestling.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's one of those things. It's nowadays not every like. I saw statistics somewhere that like church gatherings are less and less nowadays.
Yeah.
You want to talk about putting some butts in the seats? We're gonna have a fight.
Yeah. The JCWF, the Jesus Christ Wrestling Foundation.
I'm just saying, the next Jake Paul fight, he's gonna fight a priest. I'm just saying.
Fuck it.
Might as well.
Yeah.
He'll fight anybody else as long as he wins.
Yeah. Well, last month we talked about art's gone to hell, man. The things that people do for art. However, last month, a couple weeks back,
talk about the banana.
There was.
We talked about it last week when you were here.
Did you talk about who bought it?
No, but they paid like $6 million for it. Fucking morons! Because I can go to the Aldi down the road and get a banana and some duct tape.
Well, yeah, I know exactly. Well, it was purchased for $6.2 million. I'm trying to see. Chinese cryptocurrency maven Justin Sun, who has since eaten it.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, part of the Blaze was telling the story last week, and basically, it comes with you didn't pay for the banana. You're paying for the certificate of authenticity.
The art.
And it comes with instructions on how to replace the banana and duct tape.
Yeah, but he bought it specifically just to eat it. Yeah, he bought it specifically just to eat it. I got 6.2 mil laying around, and he just.
I gotta say, if he can. I'll take him out to lunch. He can pay.
Yeah,
anytime. This peanut butter and jelly sandwich costs $14 million, dude. Pay up. I'm just saying.
He bought it just to fucking eat it, man. Like, what the hell, bro? Where the hell did that go?
But yeah, we were talking about that last week. Blaze brought it up, and obviously Blaze went into Blaze being a smarter guy than I am. He was talking about it's the banana symbolizes, merchandising or whatever it is. Like, but I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I get it. It comes with who's to say that I can't go buy a banana and some duct tape and tape it on my wall and say I bought it?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about the easiest art to rip off? I got 4 of those motherfuckers.
Well, speaking of silly ass art, there's a new auction in Germany.
Oh, okay.
It's an art piece from 1970 by minimalist American painter Robert Raymond, titled General, 52 by 52. It is a blank white canvas.
Nice.
It is expected to go for $1.5 million.
I don't know how. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to become one of these artists. Because,
however, there's a little caveat on this. It's not just went out and bought a canvas and put a little frame around it. The white canvas is slightly darker white than the frame actually. It was actually painted using white enamel and enamelic paints typically used to paint metal.
So it's automotive paint. It's basically what it is.
The use of these types of paint atop a cotton canvas resulted in a piece so delicate that it cannot travel to be on view ahead of the sale. So, I mean, it's like one of those things where if you go, it's just going to crumble. So you took a white canvas and you put paint that's not supposed to go on cotton on it, and you painted it white.
And metal, paint that's used for metal, that's automotive paint. Don't tell nobody. I can get it at the fucking hardware store.
I'm just saying.
I'm about to make me a shit ton of money. I'm gonna figure out how to become an artist because I got a airbrush. I got a fucking paint gun. I can make about 50 of those fuckers a day. Any color you want.
Yeah. Well, I brought those up because I wanted to let your guard down. Get your guards down.
You mean pissed off at the art world?
No. Jeff, I feel like you're guilty of this. If not currently, at some point in your life, you're guilty of this.
I'm sure.
Apparently it's not a new trend. It's something that's been happening for a very long time, but it's just now coming to light. And let's just say women are not happy. And you know what? I'm on the side of the women with this one because this is fucking gross. And men
don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
And men who do this, you probably deserve getting smacked upside the head with a ball bat. Women are venting that men store water bottles at their bedside so they can urinate in them instead of getting up to use the bathroom.
Never done that because that's disgusting.
I'm surprised.
Not guilty. Not guilty, Your Honor. No. No. That's disgusting as fuck.
Yeah, it's gross.
B, I would not have a wife. I would have been shot years ago.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying I've never pissed in a bottle because I have.
Oh no, I've done that.
Blah blah blah.
On the road, something like that.
And again, and as we've stated, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, and it's not like I can just go piss in a like all willy nilly in a water bottle. I gotta have a Gatorade bottle or something so I can at least get the tip into it. So otherwise, I'm just gonna piss all over the place. But the disgusting hack has become a viral conversation online where women are coming together and sharing stories about their partners who use this concept as a lazy excuse to stay horny. So they're not even getting up out of bed and pissing in a bottle. They're literally laying in bed and they grab a bottle and just piss into it, put the cap back on it, and toss it back beside the bed on the floor.
I will admit, I am the laziest person you're going to meet. Like, we've all discussed how many times I leave my house, but I have no problem getting up to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I will wait till the last second to do it.
Yeah.
But I get up and go to the bathroom. I will not piss because I know I'm going to miss. I don't want to lay in my own piss.
Yeah, no problem getting up out of bed. Hannah Thier, 25, confessed that she thought it was customary for men to urinate in water bottles. I thought it was acceptable for him to piss in bottles because he didn't want to get out of bed, and they used to sit there for days.
Oh, you nasty. You need to divorce that dude quick.
Unless she emptied them. She revealed in a TikTok clip.
She's a keeper.
However, and like I said, I'm on the side of women here. I'm 100% on.
I knew a guy that did this. I went over to his house. He had like 9 2-liter bottles filled with piss. I'm like, hey, aviator, calm down.
Yeah. Many women fired back that the mom's unfortunate experience resonated with them. One woman said, "Why did I get a flashback to my ex?" Another one said, "There are more men out there that did this. My ex-partner did this," groaned another. Notice the key word in these first two comments.
X.
Yeah.
You nasty.
However, some men admitted to liking the plastic yet accessible urinals. Other men, any other men, keep an empty bottle next to the bed to save them from going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, questioned a TikToker.
No.
A few bedside urinators admitted to the tactic and commented underneath the video with their takes. A piss bottle? I thought everyone did this. I've been doing it for 10 plus years, commented one man. I feel sorry for women. They can't do what we can do, joked another. No.
No.
You're a fucking heathen.
All right. Okay. I get it if it's like, 40 fucking below. But I've never been so lazy that I'm like, oh, it's too cold or I'm too tired. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Get your ass up. Go to the fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ryan, you can play on it.
Meanwhile, Ryan Odom, who goes by Chicken Man 1992 on TikTok, discovered his grandfather's urine stash and posted a clip online revealing where his old man hides the bottles in plain sight. These are his bottles here that he pees in when he's too lazy to get up and go to the bathroom. He just fills up Gatorade bottle. And mind you, in this TikTok video, in this clip, you guys can go look up Chicken Man 1992 on TikTok. This is in the fucking living room beside his recliner. He's got like 8 bottles, Gatorade bottles full of piss.
Tell me you're married to your sister without telling me you're married to your sister.
Yeah. However, some men blame
Roll Tide,
like insomnia, blah 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 blah.
There is no excuse. There is no good enough excuse. The only person that has a good excuse for this is Connor because he has no legs.
Yeah. Well, this went from TikTok to Reddit, and the conversation has continued on to Reddit. If you can't get up and go to the bathroom without going into into crisis paralysis, he needs to see a doctor. Redditor said, "Healthy people don't piss in bottles at home, period. He has some issues, and you're not one to fix him." Another editor said, "Get up and piss in the toilet like a civilized person," demand another Redditor. "My ex did this too, but also next to his recliner, where he played Call of Duty all night," one person wrote. "It's disgusting, and I'll never deal with pee bottles again."
You shouldn't have to.
What is wrong with you?
Dude, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm the first to, like, I have my Coke bottle. I can get a glass. There's a glass literally a foot from me. But I'm the only one home right now, so nobody can say shit. Yeah. But I'm not going to piss in the bottle. Like,
I'm not pissed in any. I'm pissing in one or two places.
I can be anywhere in my house and not be more than 20 feet from a bathroom.
Yeah. I'm pissing in one or two places in my house. Bathroom or outside.
Yeah. Outside is understandable, especially if you're having like a barbecue or something.
Yeah. Rich is losing his mind. Oh my God.
There is no excuse for this.
It's just not right. Yeah. No, I agree. It's fucking disgusting and they're fucking heathens, bro. I mean, they're degenerate heathens.
Go get a fucking diaper, you fucking hippie.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're still gonna judge you. Don't get me wrong. We're still gonna judge the absolute hell out of you if you're a grown ass man wearing a diaper and you have, again, the exception being Connor because he has no legs.
Well, I get it. If you're an invalid or something, understood. Got it. You, boo boo.
Yeah, a few years back, there was a story in the news about a lady. I think she was coming from Texas and she was going to Florida. She was going to kill her ex or her boyfriend or something. She was like this NASA chick.
She was a NASA chick, yeah.
Yeah. And she
got to Pens and got in the car and didn't stop.
Yeah, because she didn't want to have to stop to go. So she just threw on the Pens. But again, I would
That makes
almost
sense.
be I would almost be a little bit more understanding if guys were like, "Hey, we're fucking lazy. We don't want to get up in the middle of the night, so we're just gonna put on Depends and piss." But again, you're pissing yourself and sleeping in it. Babies don't even like that.
Right?
I mean, like, if a baby wets himself in the middle of the night, yeah, if a baby wets themselves in the middle of the night, what are they doing? Waking up screaming.
Dude, I told you, I had a buddy of mine. He stayed with us at our old house. And he used to do this. And I said, dude, this is not cool. And I said, I get it. You broke your leg, so it's harder. But, dude, it's 10 feet, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason he was staying with us is because he had broke his leg and he couldn't work. And I was like, I get it. But, dude, if you can't get your ass up and walk the 10 feet to the bathroom, it's not like the house is a mess. There's nothing in your way.
Yeah.
It's not. No. Ooh, no,
yeah, that's
not guilty. Not guilty.
I'll piss in the woods. Only place. Only place Rich is taking a piss.
The only time I've ever pissed in a bottle is driving down the highway at like 65 miles an hour, and the closest rest stop is like 50 miles away. You know,
I've done it. I've done it in the car. You know, on more than one occasion. But again,
that's acceptable.
It was an emergency situation. It was either
exactly.
You know. Rich, I'll piss in the woods. That's the only other place I'll piss outside of it. And now he's on Amazon. For $24.99 on Amazon, you can buy a male urine collector, wearable urine collecting bag for men, men's portable external catheter device with 2 500-milliliter urine bag reusable. Dude, oh my God, did I just look that up?
Wait. Reusable.
Yes, so you can rinse it out.
Yeah. No. Just throw that fucker away. Buy a new one.
Oh, the missus is going to get on Amazon tomorrow and be like, I'm going to look for, what the hell? Richard?
But once again, Rich is an older guy. He's not a young cat. It would make sense.
Yeah, but
especially
still,
on a long road trip. It would be like on a road trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, Rich is an older guy, and that doesn't help the debate none, because that's just adding fuel to the fire, saying you people are fucking degenerates. You're heathens. Like, yeah. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm 44 years old as of today. I was housebroke a long time ago.
Yeah.
These people are not housebroke. However, what's the next step? You get a kitty litter box and just piss in it?
I mean,
you piss in the kitty litter box.
I mean, I think that might be not much better, but
it's also not as bad.
It's a smidgen better. Yeah, the world we live in now, right?
Sick, sad world, man. I'm sorry. If you do this, you need to get out of your mom and dad's basement, get a life. Not just a job, but get a life. And as you pointed out, every chick that mentioned it said, my ex. There's a reason. She didn't break up with him because he was cheating. She didn't break up with him because he didn't have money. No, because he was pissing in bottles.
Yeah. Pissing into bottles.
You know, I'll admit to if I do something stupid like that, but I've never done that. Outside of we're driving, 400 miles. I don't want to stop unless I need gas. I'm gonna piss in this bottle. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all nasty. That's disgusting.
Yes, people are gosh dang degenerate heathens. And with that being said, speaking of the penis.
Penis.
Hey.
Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it in your hand.
It's everybody's favorite time of Wednesday night. It's time for the report.
After the scatology stories that Blaze told us last week, I am so ready for this. You can't scare me.
Well, I'm not looking to scare you tonight.
I was legitimately frightened and needed a shower after last episode.
As the
we got done and I went and showered, dude, with a Brillo pad. I was like, "Oh,
I'm gonna regret saying this, but it is what it is. The sacrifices I make, as Blaze is known as the local shatologist, our resident shit expert.
Yeah.
I bring you news of the penis as your resident penis expert.
Yes. A urologist, if you will. Professor Urologist Glick.
Yeah. Professor Glick, your penisologist, expert in all things penis. I had another list of another BuzzFeed list of extra large members and stories. However, in my extensive research, I came across this little list, and I think this will be fun. I think we can have fun with this one before we get back into traumatizing people with small penises, large penises, horrible sex stories.
Anything is better than that story that Blaze told last week. It went on and like to the point where Chaka, I think, destroyed his laptop at one point.
Nice. Well, this penis report tonight here on What the Fuck News is people with penises share the worst thing about having them. And I, not me, the lady who wrote this, Shelby Hendrich, quote Shelby, and I, a vagina owner, am certifiably shook.
What is the downside to having a penis?
Well, Shelby goes on to say, since I'm a vagina owner, I don't often think about what it's like to have other genitalia. Vaginas seem to have enough going on as it is, in my opinion. She's not wrong. There's a lot going on down there.
Oil change every month.
Yeah, Aunt Flo once a month. Babies coming out. This happening, that happening. You know, there's a lot. Well,
I'm just saying. I understand the chicks that want to be dudes. I really do.
Mm-hmm. But, however, Reddit user funny_meme thing lent a totally new perspective, at least for me, when they ask men of Reddit, gotta love Reddit. And you gotta love when Reddit and BuzzFeed team up. Because it's going to be good.
Nothing. If you want a fucked up story or even a mild story, Reddit is the place to go.
Yeah. Well, men of Reddit, what is the worst thing about having a penis? The thread quickly went viral with over 23,000 responses. And here are some of the most enlightening.
Can you imagine just your job, go through Reddit and read all these stories?
Oh, dude,
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do I sign up?
Something Sinister writes in, sometimes when having a poop, you automatically pee.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes through the little gap between the toilet seat and the bowl, wetting your underwear and bringing great
I've done that.
Then there's also the penis head touching the toilet bowl moment. That's been there on both occasions. Fortunately, the in between Old Faithful, if you will, the Old Faithful spurts have only ever happened to me at home. So it's not like I've had to be out in public and do the walk of shame with pee-soaked boxers or whatever, you know.
Oh no, dude! If that happened to me in public, I would literally break the sink and just drench myself. Be like, it wasn't. It's not piss. It's water everywhere.
Yeah, your sink broke.
You guys know your sink is busted. Don't mind this porcelain on my hand.
Yeah, Magic Gel Print says the possibility of testicular torsion has got to be up there. I had one. And I got the surgery. Basically, testicular torsion is I believe, where your balls get twisted. You know, you got a left nut and a right, or left nut and a right nut. Now, sometimes your left nut becomes your right nut, and your right nut becomes and they get all tangled up. He said, "I had the
replace your bag with a Crown Royal bag." I'm just saying.
Yeah. Cappy Womack comments underneath this and said, "I had one. I got the surgery to untwist it. I had both balls sewn to sack.
Whoa.
The intensely painful recovery week makes you really understand just how much they move around. Even on painkillers, I dreaded each slow walk to the bathroom, calculating the next best move that would result in the least amount of painful ball shuffling. Luckily,
At least he didn't piss in a bottle.
Luckily, he got to keep them. Yes.
With testicular torsion, he still got up and went to the bathroom and didn't piss in a bottle.
100%. Fluffy Prophet says, and I can agree with this as well. I think we all can. They're the most temperamental things. Hard when you don't want them to be, soft when you want them to be hard. Sometimes a light breeze makes them go off. Sometimes it's like trying to start a fire with two wet sticks. The most annoying thing, they just don't always cooperate. Come on, little buddy.
Know how old that guy is. There's no way that dude is in his 20s. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah,
in my 20s, I never had a problem.
I think you just. I think you say it more like along the lines like we're randomly walking through a CVS and all of a sudden, hey, how do we stretch your shirt out and like put your hands in your pockets and try to, you know.
Where is that quarter that I'm looking for?
Yeah. Bend down and tie my shoe for the next 10 minutes till the son of a bitch decides to go back to sleep.
When I was in driver's ed class back in high school, I took it during the summer because I don't remember why. Anyways, but they were like, we're going to finish up this little section, then we're going to take a break. And we got to the break, and my buddy's sitting across from us. We're sitting at these round tables. He's like, you guys go ahead. I'm going to just sit here. I'm like, dude, you don't want to stretch your legs? He's like, no, I can't. I'm wearing sweats. And I got a raging fucking hard on right now. And I'm like, off that video? He's like, nope, just the wind. I'm like, got it. See you later. I'm going to go have a cigarette.
Yeah.
He just, I'm going to just sit here for a little while.
Yeah.
I'll never forget
it. Yeah, right. Hey, what do you? There's nothing else you can do. You just gotta.
There's a reason why I wear jeans all the time. I don't wear sweatpants out in public, man.
Just gotta give it time. Often gets it wrong. Says when you finish peeing and the tip is still wet, so you give it a little gentle flick. But some drops still remain, so you give it a little dab with the single pull of toilet paper. Yeah, but instead of the paper soaking up the moisture, scraps of the toilet paper get stuck to your penis, like when you peel off a price tag and it doesn't come off clean.
Oh, been there, done that.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. Love you. See you in the morning. Dan Obama says, morning wood when you have to pee. Ain't that the truth? You're like trying to
get that lean going where it looks like I'm just checking the back of the toilet. Why?
Yeah, like kind of lean it out, and then you tried to guide it. You're like, a little to the left and down a quarter of an inch. Too far.
And then, of course, you have the dreaded dual stream. Yeah.
Yep. It kind of just goes wherever. Cap El Dios del Viento writes in, having the sudden urge to adjust it every 5 minutes, especially with jeans. It gets so uncomfortable.
You need bigger jeans, dude.
Yeah.
Stop buying skinny jeans.
Exalgazoo says, bad aim to the toilet seat every once in a while, so to speak. It happens sometimes. It happens. Jesus. Saget Terrible says, sometimes, right here, we just talked about it. Sometimes semen dries the tip of your penis, so you go to the bathroom like normal, only to have a blockage. Has the same effect as holding your thumb over the hose. So your stream is split into two, and despite being properly aimed, the larger stream is hitting the wall, and the lesser stream is hitting your foot. And you adjust your aim to stop hitting the wall. That's the point where the blockage clears and you're pointed in the wrong direction, and you also manage to spray the bottom of the lid before you realize your mistake. If you get jumpy during the incident, you bobble your junk around and you make it even bigger. Hey, we've all been there, guys. We've all been there. We all know the you just rubbed one out, and you got to go to the bathroom half hour later, you just had sex, whatever the case may be, and go to the bathroom to take a piss.
Things are stuck together.
Yeah, and then it's instant. It's instant panic mode too. Like,
all of
a sudden,
there's no calm. I can fix this moment. It's all like fuck.
Yeah, years of training and pissing properly and holding your junk to completely go out the window. It's game over. You're pissing on the ceiling. You're pissing in the shower. You're pissing on yourself. It's everywhere because you're just panic mode, and you're like a baby grabbing a fire hose and kicking it on full blast, and the hose is just everywhere.
Then you have to explain to your wife, I'm going to clean the bathroom, so I'll be out in about an hour. Why now? Well, just because I'm bored.
It's 2:00 in the morning. Why are you? Well,
don't worry about it.
At least I don't piss in the bottom beside the bed.
I'm getting
Two Blue says, having that tiny drop of pee after you spend a minute trying to avoid it from happening. You're flapping it around, shaking it off, and then you put it away after you get to take it.
Like, God damn it.
Yeah. This Womps 999 commented below it. No matter how much you wiggle and dance, that last drop always goes down your pants.
Bet. I don't care what you do.
Positively romantic. This is a weird fear that I'm pretty sure every man has, and I gotta agree with him because there's a lot of times where I've spent thinking about this and kind of worried about this. The fear that it may in some way get ripped off or cut off. Dick guillotine fear, right? Like way more than I probably should have in my lifetime. There's like a irrational fear, like I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom and go take a piss, and I'm just gonna yank it right off, or but I don't know.
Well, you quickly learn when you're playing with a knife to cut away.
Yeah. I don't know why you got your dick out when you're playing with a knife, but hey, whatever.
Well, you got a razor knife. They don't go through clothes. I'm just saying.
I'm not judging you. Whatever you do.
What I do in the comfort of my own house is up to me. I'm just saying.
He whittles his wood two different ways. Leave me alone. I'm whittling my wood. Are you actually whittling wood, or are you? What are you doing in there? Drugs.
Drugs and hookers. Don't worry about it. I'm making nuts. Go away.
In 7117 says, sitting on a ball accidentally, been there on more than one occasion, and that is not a pleasant how do you do, if you know what I mean. That is not a friendly hello. Hey, oh wait. And it happens.
Why did Dad stand up so fast? Don't worry about it.
And unfortunately, the older I'm getting, I sit down. I sit down more gingerly these days, depending upon what kind of pants I'm wearing, because it has happened a few times, and it's not. It'll ruin a day. Yeah, it'll ruin a day. That is for sure. Father Time says, The constant cultural and individual need to assure ourselves that they're good enough. Pro tip: if your partner is enjoying themselves, it's good enough. And if you can't do the deed for whatever reason, you're still valid and valued. The old, hey, it's just a little guy, you know.
It happens to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just come to terms with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just accept it.
Big glick, little dick.
It is what it is.
Yeah, man. The rain snake. Circumstantially, whenever you feel any pain on it, I got my penis caught in a zipper exactly once, and I can tell you that death was by far more preferable.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
I still see that scene in Something About Mary and cry.
Yeah. Anytime you feel pain down there. And I'll tell you what, and I've said this for a million years, and it's funny because women don't believe me. I will take a straight up boot to the balls, or boot to the bowels, as our friend like he used to say, over just that little flick.
Yep.
Because that little flick hurts a million times worse than a steel toe boot.
That's a 3-day getting over it.
Yeah.
Where I can get a kick to the balls, and 30 minutes later I'm breathing again. But that little tap, that's 3 days where don't fucking talk to me. I'm still
over.
catching my breath.
Yeah, it's game over. Burrito. I love this name. Burrito slut. Says he says all the random
potato slut.
Yeah, right.
Right.
No. Burrito slut says all the random things that can go wrong with it, or with things associated with it: erectile dysfunction, testicular cancer, penile cancer, jock itch, testicular torsion, epididymitis, whatever that is, masturbating too much, masturbating too little, death grip, the countless issues you can have with your prostate, hydrocell, Peyronie's disease, and the list goes on forever. I understand that goes for just about any part of the body, but the penis often seems extra susceptible sometimes.
Yeah, the key to life is to not think about it until it happens.
Yeah.
If you start to worry about it, you'll never stop.
Yeah. Oh man, what if I get ball cancer and penis cancer all at the same time?
I will take any other type of cancer
any
day of the week. Not that I'm rooting for cancer, but
what if I get ball cancer, penis cancer? You know, I masturbate too much or too little. I don't know. Who's to tell? And then all of a sudden it falls off.
Yeah, that's the thing. That they don't tell you that in a book. What is too much and what is too little masturbation?
I think if it's
apparently 14 times a day is not good for you.
Yeah. Tilder Manny says, Manny says, yeah, hey, leave me alone. Mind your business. Manny says, when you masturbate, you need to make sure all the semen is out. Otherwise, if you don't, it hardens up and clogs your dick.
Yep. That's why you wait to piss after you're done.
It can fall off.
That's the thing, you know, like, especially when you're a kid. I remember I was in a health class where, you know, how they separate the boys and the girls come back with little presents. We're like, what did they fucking get? You know, our teacher told us a story how, and it did, and to this day, I'm like, he mentioned something falling off, and I went, wait, what? I wasn't paying attention. What happened?
Yeah.
And nobody could tell me what it was because nobody else was paying attention because it was health class and we were in sixth grade. And I was like, wait, what falls off? I don't want something to fall off. Fuck. Now I'm going to write
it. Oh, no. Yeah. No. But junk fall off. Maybe that's a sign of too much masturbation. Your junk just falls off.
Not enough because my junk is good. And I jerk off a lot. So.
All right, see?
Safe.
And last but not least, Jack Whitman writes in, and finally, the whole toxic culture around bigger equals better. Men grow up learning through pop culture, TVs, movies that having a large penis is powerful, which singles out smaller men in general and alienates them. In a world of body positivity, smaller men are judged for something about them that is beyond their control and something they can never change. It can end up being traumatic for some. And then BTA
that weeks ago.
Yeah, BTA FOH5 comments with a weird flex here. I think he just wanted to throw this out there. Mine is too big. It sometimes hurts for women. While it sounds cool on paper to have a huge penis, it being uncomfortable for women makes sex not as great, as you can tell she's in pain or wants to stop because it's hurting more than it feeling good. Shout out.
And as we discovered when you did the micro penis stories, women like it.
Yeah.
They were more satisfied than the dudes with too big a dicks. I'm just saying.
And there you have it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your penis report from a tag team, a 2-for-1 BuzzFeed and Reddit collaboration, a super collab, if you will.
That is the super collab we all wanted and didn't know we needed.
Yes, people with penises shared the worst thing about having them.
You know, I retract my previous statement of what's the worst thing about having a penis. Now I know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was so much to worry about.
And now that I've got you all warm and fuzzy, next week on Penis Report, it'll be a lot of I need Jesus after this.
I needed Jesus and baptized after Blaze's story. Like it was he told us, he said, before I did the show, I read the first paragraph and I thought this will be fun. Not realizing it was 6 paragraphs long and went on for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up your weekly dose of penis and the Penis Report.
Penis!
Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it in your hand.
There's a death grip involved.
Death grip.
He said death grip.
Easy. You're not trying to
easy there. You're not pulling down a tree. Calm down.
Yeah, you're not fucking starting a lawnmower, lady.
All right. Good. Well, and as we also always say, and now you know.
The more you know. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, as G.I. Joe used to say. Well, that comes to the end of our show of WTF News. All the news is news that makes you say, what the fuck? Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, everybody, for following. Don't forget, bio.link/nonsensical network. Everywhere and anywhere you can find our info, it's there. And don't forget, of course, in that bio link, you'll find nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com, where you find all our merch and you can spread us on you. Condoms coming. Calling it now.
Urine bottles coming as well.
Right? There's a market, buddy. There's a market. I'm just saying.
Appreciate you being here, Rich. Have a great night, brother.
But yeah, thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everybody listening. We are going to end the show, and then I'm going to go get something to eat. But
yay, me too.
Thank you, Blake, for coming up.
You could have stopped coming.
Right. As of right now, no show tomorrow, but Friday, Blaze and I are going to be actually showing the films we're watching because they are fan-made shows, and we're doing a twofer. I have not watched them yet. One of them is Jurassic Park something, right? Something Jurassic Park. It's like a Jurassic Park theme, and then there's a Judge Dredd theme one.
Yes, Jurassic World Exodus and Judge Minty.
Minty, yes. I'm curious. The only thing I've seen is the trailers he's made. So that will be Friday at 8:00 Eastern.
And again, Jeffrey, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
You're old as
fuck.
fuck.
Get my walker. I'm gonna get my walker or my razor, my little, scooter, and I'm gonna go to the store and pick me up a bag of chips and watch some TV.
Yay! Yep, I'm gonna go out there and eat me some Dentor because I'm starving, and
you're gonna eat like 40 fucking potatoes. Don't lie.
No, actually, Nikki made pulled pork to go over either macaroni and cheese, which is delicious.
Dude, I almost sent her another recipe yesterday.
Or mashed potatoes. So yes, I still may have potatoes, but I'm definitely eating.
I think I have a secret goal of making you 400 pounds because every time I find a recipe, I'm like, I should send this to Nikki.
Everybody does, including Nikki, because she sends me recipes all day, every day, and I'm like,
it's like I don't send her anything else. I'm just like, here's food and drinks.
And then I go
as fat as possible.
And then I go, it would make that better. Potatoes.
Little salt baked potato.
Yeah.
Potatoes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will see you Friday. Deuces.
Be good at it, you whores.
And if you can't be good at it, be great at it.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football clashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.